Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff.
His team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game. That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first down throw coming for Vick. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Javon Curse. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Michael Vick. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Reggie White in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Ryan Shazier in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Vick operating on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Johnson the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing, Vick. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't
they? They got a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
He gets it left side of Johnson, and taking it to the 5th. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morten Andersen to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Vic will look to throw on first down. And he's got Shockey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. There he goes inside the 30. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there.
We can talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. He'll try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Morten Andersen now for the extra point. Extra point by Andersen, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Andersen now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Vick. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They will indeed go for it. Vick. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Barry Sanders, 33 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Anderson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A second down throw for Vick. That's complete to Shaw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. That's the first time we get a look at the 2011 Hall of Fame inductee and 3-time Super Bowl champ Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah, he won 2 Super Bowl titles with Denver and a 3rd with Baltimore. That's pretty good investment on a
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Vick with a give to Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. Second quarter begins. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They run with a Hall of Famer, Sanders. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
A first down carry for Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here goes Vic on 4th down. This is Johnson. He's got it. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out of the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Vic readies to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
And automatic Morton Anderson does it again, knocks another one through the post. I have to be careful because it's almost boring, you know, just how accurate he is. So he knocks another one through.
All-time NFL leading scorer. He's known. And I think, Charles, he actually leads 2 different franchises in scoring, does he not?
Well, at one time he did. New Orleans Saints, 13 seasons there, still the all-time leading scorer with them. And the Atlanta Falcons, he held that record, but Matt Bryant has since passed him.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. All right, open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37. First down, Vic. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. On first and 10, here's Vic. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So that throw good for 4. It's second down. So we've hit All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Vic now being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A handoff to Barkley. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a creep. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the interception. The Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man sharp, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's the give to Barkley, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
While there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. A strong running. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Another run with Sanders. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Vick to throw it. Able to find Harris, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw, Vick. And that'll be incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They get it to him running left. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now here's Vick. And it'll be intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All game long, the pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by the freak, Javon Curse. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Charles, there's something special about those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. On the carry, here's Sanders. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second down, Vic. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack. Reed in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Third and long for Vic. And this one is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Desperation time. Vic on 4th down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he fires one incomplete. Calvin Johnson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. It'll be Vic once more. Buying time to his left. Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Snags it for the pick. And he is all the way up past the 20.
Possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Well, they're going to throw it here with Vic. And the Raiders have got him.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing, Vic. He's going to sling this. It got his man complete. It's a big play. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. There's Michael Vick going for it all. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone. Touchdown, Miami. Calvin Johnson, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one goes for 36 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
One last shot for Michael Vick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.